Brandon Casey is an American R&B singer who is best known for being part of the group Jagged Edge. Casey was initially in a group named Twin AK. This band eventually developed into Jagged Edge. He has an identical twin brother named Brian, who is also a member of Jagged Edge. The group is known for their hit singles such as Let's Get Married, Where the Party At, and Promise. They have released 9 studio albums, 3 of which have been certified platinum by the RIAA. Brandon Casey is also a songwriter and producer who has worked with artists like Usher, Nelly, and Mariah Carey. Brandon Casey net worth. Casey has an estimated net worth of $10 million. He has earned most of his wealth from his music career with Jagged Edge and his solo projects. He also owns a record label called Hardcase Entertainment. Brandon Casey early life. Brandon Casey was born on October 13, 1975 in Hartford, Connecticut. He grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, where he attended Tri-Cities High School. He met his future bandmates Richard Wingo and Kyle Norman through a mutual friend, Candy Burris, who was a member of the girl group Escape. Burris introduced him to Jermaine Dupri, who signed him to his label So Def Recordings in 1995. Brandon and Brian Casey started singing at an early age and were influenced by groups like New Edition, Jodeci, and Boyz II Men. Brandon Casey relationship. Not only was Candy the one-time manager of Jagged Edge, she got involved with Brandon on a personal level. All of this, at one time, was a shock to the fans on Twitter. They were surprised about her relationship statuses and unsurprised about her still getting to the money way back then. They have a daughter named Imani. Brandon also dated Latavia Roberson. Brandon Casey personal life. Brandon Casey is a devout Christian who credits his faith for his success and happiness. He is also a philanthropist who supports various causes and charities, such as the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Boys and Girls Club of America, and the American Cancer Society. He enjoys spending time with his family and friends, playing basketball, and traveling. He is also a fan of the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Hawks too. Brandon Casey career. Brandon Casey began his career as a member of Jagged Edge in 1997. The group released their debut album A Jagged Era in the same year, which went gold and spawned the singles I Gotta Be and The Way That You Talk. Their second album, J.E. Heartbreak, in 2000 was their breakthrough success, selling over 2 million copies and featuring the hits Let's Get Married, He Can't Love You, and Promise. Their third album, Jagged Little Thrill, in 2001 continued their popularity, reaching number 1 on the Billboard R&B/hip hop albums chart and producing the smash single Where the Party At with Nelly. The group followed up with 4 more albums, Hard in 2003, Jagged Edge in 2006, Baby Making Project in 2007, and The Remedy in 2011. All of these albums debuted within the top 10 of the Billboard 200 chart and received positive reviews from critics and fans alike. The group also collaborated with other artists such as Ludacris, Run DMC, Bow Wow, Ashanti, Alicia Keys, and Fabulous. In 2014, Jagged Edge released their 8th album J.E. Heartbreak 2, which was a sequel to their classic album from 2000. The album was well received by critics and fans who praised its nostalgic sound and mature lyrics. In 2017, the group released their 9th album Layover, which featured guest appearances from Snoop Dogg, Ghostface Killah, Styles P, and Cassidy. Brandon Casey houses and cars. Brandon Casey owns a mansion in Atlanta that he bought for $1.8 million in 2006. The house has 6 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a pool, a spa, a gym, a theater room, and a recording studio. He also owns several luxury cars, such as a Bentley Continental GT, a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, a Range Rover Sport, and a Cadillac Escalade. About the accident. Brandon Casey, best known as a member of Jagged Edge, survived a brutal car accident that he says will change his life forever. On Sunday, September 17th, the R&B veteran shared an image of a totaled car on his Instagram. The black vehicle, presumably his, was completely wrecked in front and showed just how fortunate the 47-year-old is to still be alive. About Jagged Edge. Jagged Edge is an American R&B group from Atlanta, Georgia. The group, initially signed to record producer Jermaine Dupri's So Def recordings, is best known for their string of hit singles including Let's Get Married and Where the Party At, featuring Nelly, most of which were produced by Dupri. The group's members include identical twin lead singers Brian and Brandon Casey, as well as Richard Wingo and Kyle Norman. The group's debut album, A Jagged Era, 1997, performed modestly at the time of its release but achieved gold status. However, their subsequent albums until 2007 all became commercial successes, debuting within the top 10 of the Billboard 200. Wingo was a late addition to the group, added after a recommendation from Candy Burris of Escape. Burris was also the one who brought the group to the attention of Dupri, who signed them to his Columbia Records distributed imprint, So Def Recordings. The name Jagged Edge is derived from the song Snakes by rapper Old Dirty Bastard's debut album Return to the 36 Chambers, the dirty version, more specifically, the beginning of RIAA's verse, which states, Jagged Edge, Rockhead God, hard as Stonehenge. Thanks for watching and kindly don't forget to subscribe. You may also like and share this video to family and friends.